everyone, welcome back to the Anime Iceberg. I'm Megan.
And I'm Meg.
And today we are here to talk about Dr. Stone episode 72, Earth Wars. You've heard of Star Wars, get ready for Earth Wars.
Yes, this is season 4, episode 14. And the summary of the episode: Senku and company must flee from Stanley's ship, but they have to make stops to refuel.
And this covers manga chapter 172, marked with an X of Wisdom, and 173, Earth Race.
What's the X of Wisdom?
I think that's when they pool their knowledge to be like, this is where we need to go. I think that's what it's referring to.
Okay.
And X for Zeno.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I was like, he's wise. Yeah, so in this beginning of this episode, well, actually really the end of the last episode, they determine where they need to go to South America, and they have to go around to reach the spot because it's way too dangerous to try to go through the Amazon with all of the bugs and animals and everything. But it's also not great for them to be going by water because Senku's ship is moving a lot slower than Stanley's, partly because Stanley has unlimited fuel, and as the summary says, they have to stop and chop wood because it's fueled by burning wood.
Yeah. And both of them have to stop so they can get rations and things, I assume.
Well, except that the Perseus is probably pretty well stocked.
That is true.
And it had all the animals. And,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think they're
Rats.
Yeah, right. They're at a serious disadvantage.
Wow. Well, that stinks.
Yes, but it's a good thing that they had to stop for fuel because they discover a treasure of sorts. So they're all collecting fuel.
It's really cute. I wish they would have kept this in the anime, but in the manga, they're all trying to chop down trees, and Senku tries, but it doesn't look like his axe does anything to the tree, and there's just a squirrel on the ground looking at him, and it's got the ellipses, the ... next to it, like he's judging him.
That's great. Always gotta remind us that Senku is a weakling, physically. But Taiju being Taiju, he's crazy, and he's never stops chopping wood while everybody else is resting. And Suika goes out to join him, and they look up in the sky, and he just says, hell.
Yeah, this is interesting, because in the manga, Suika doesn't go out to get Taiju. It's he's just out there I'm gonna pick up the pace and chop even more, and sees it by himself and runs back to everyone. But I liked how the anime added that, because it's just a sweet thing, because all the crew are worried about him, oh, he's still out there, we gotta make him rest, and Suika being I'll take him some food, and then when they see the message in the sky, Taiju grabs her and tucks her under his arm and just sprints with her.
That's interesting that that's not in the manga, because I feel that's
the manga's usually more touchy-feely.
Yeah, and it's pretty on brand, especially for Tsukasa. He was the one that was
we gotta get him.
Everybody's gotta rest, and
yeah. And Senku just going, ugh, that big oaf.
Yeah, again, totally. That should have been in the manga.
Yeah. Hey, that speaks to how well the directors know their source material, that they can just riff and make up some, because there's a decent amount of anime original content in this show, and usually when you see it, you're oh yeah, that makes sense, totally goes with the story. Because, in other anime, it's kind of blatantly obvious when they make up original things.
Every single beach episode.
Oh my goodness.
And
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, everybody goes out to investigate, and they see, Senku and I think Zen, one of them is oh, it's made out of phosphorus paint, and that's why it's glowing in the dark. And they're wow, that's really smart. And so when there's light, they go and search for the... Or wait, do they... Yeah, they
when it's morning, they...
Yeah, but then they all go out again and find the source of the kites in the sky, and they find a pumpkin girl. It's pretty cool how she's got her little
she made a nest looking thing, but it's smart because it's suspended between trees, so away from the ground, away from animals, And we say pumpkin girl because that's literally what her clothes are. She's just punched holes in a pumpkin and wears it around her body, which I cannot imagine that being comfortable.
And
the seeds in the
okay. Also, she would have to like change it every so often because it gets they rot.
Isn't there like some acidity to?
Yeah, I can't imagine that's very good for her skin.
No.
But she is practically blind. She seriously needs glasses. Like, she looks like Suika. Like, her face, like, totally scrunched up. Like, I can hear you guys, and I think I see someone. But, of course, the Kingdom Science helps her out. They make her glasses and give her some honestly awesome clothes.
She's got the best outfit.
Yeah, and she also has pants.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
A girl wearing pants. What a novelty.
Right?
Her outfit reminds me of something that, Steve Irving, is that the guy's name? The zoologist guy?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
because, like, very explorer, rainforesty. So she's got the hat, she's got the kind of, like, tan khaki shirt and pants combo, and then she's got boots. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine her trying to wear stone shoes.
She's like a whip for some reason.
Yeah, Indiana Jones-esque whip.
Yeah, it's very cool. And she's a geographer, a teenage geographer.
Yeah, around 18 or 19, I think.
Dr. Chelsea. And Zeno does know her. She was also at the summit. She had been invited because they were like trying to figure out the source of the petrification. I mean, sorry, not the pet. They were trying to figure out
swallows.
Yeah, the swallows. Zeno and his crew had left a sign, like, for anybody else who had revived, like, go follow the sign, and this is where there's civilization. But her being blind, she totally missed that sign. And this is also when we find out that her sign, she ran out of paint, and it was supposed to say help. But she didn't even know, because she couldn't see it. So, that's Dr. Chelsea. I don't know, she's just, like, such a character.
She's a lot when you first meet her, but then again, so was every character that we love, so.
And she's got some just great lines in this episode, which I'll be sharing a little bit later. And Chelsea, being a geographer, Senku asks for help, like, do you know a shortcut across South America? And she does. But they need motorcycles. And Senku's like, alright, done. We're gonna make motorcycles. Which is so awesome. We saw that in the trailer, and we were, like, so excited. Especially since, I think it was around we were watching the second season of Tokyo Revengers, so...
I remember that, because I think it was pretty late at night, and I was just scrolling on YouTube, and that popped up like it just come out a couple hours before. And I was like, oh, cool, the trailer. And I watched it, and I just immediately sent it to you. So I was like, Meg, there's motorcycles.
It's so awesome. Or it will be awesome.
Yes.
And of course, Zeno has to do, like, I was saying it's, like, basically obligatory at this point. He asks Chelsea to join his team. Basically join the dark side.
Heck nah, bruh.
Yeah, and she was like, nope. Senku and his crew, they gave me glasses and they rescued me.
And they seem fun.
Yeah. And you seem bleh. So.
Couple notes here. So, first one, Senku in the manga says that Chelsea reminds him of Chrome. I see that. They're both explorers.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And Chrome does have a line later. He's like, a rival explorer. And, and like, I don't think that, rivalry attitude will last very long, because he felt the same way about Senku and Ryusui, and they're best buds now. But I'd like to see that pairing, Chelsea and Chrome. That'd be super cool. And then...
Yeah, that would be a lot, though.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't even speak in coherent sentences.
Honestly,
They'd just be
I wouldn't want to be part of a trio.
They just figure out things like,
thanks.
so then we do this, and then we do that, yeah, and then it's like, and like not finishing sentences and just pointing at things. Anyway, but the other thing I noticed was kind of interesting was in the manga and the anime, Hyoga seems to have a little blush on his cheeks when he talks to Chelsea. And I mean, two theories. The first one doesn't have much ground. It's like maybe he thinks she's attractive or something, but he's not really the type. And if he was, I think he would be like that with Homura. Mm-hmm. The second one I thought is he probably just thinks, oh, what a cute kid, like kind of I haven't seen him blush around Suika like that, though, so I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. The weird that the artist chose to add that in. Maybe it'll mean something later on.
Maybe.
Yeah, so they're making their motorcycles, but the first thing they need is rubber. And that requires them to stop once again, which is not good because Stanley is still chasing them, and he is about to catch up. And this is when we find out that they've been kind of tracking, they've found them with radar. And Ukyo is also using radar, so he's like, well, they know exactly where we are, and they're gonna be here soon. So they gotta find a way to speed up. They do.
This is like Meg's favorite part of this.
Oh, it just like makes me laugh so, I don't know, it's just so funny. They use the kite that Chelsea made. It still says hell. So there's just like like they have this huge sail on their ship, and it just right across the front just says hell. It just feels very like yep, this is the kingdom of science. And I loved Chelsea when she was telling them about her giving them the idea for her kites, to use her kites. She's like, fun fact time, I spent a whole year knitting these huge, enormous kites like a degenerate, so that someday, maybe someone would come and find me. If you knit, you're not a degenerate.
No. But she probably meant that's all I did for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, but then that's kind of, they're gaining speed and running away from Stanley, and they're not going to be caught by him. And that's the end of the episode.
Yep, so manga extras, we have worker files. So Dr. Chelsea, geography skills 5-star, exploration 4-star, tact 1-star. Full name, Chelsea Child, height 148 centimeters.
It's like 4'9", 4'8", 4'9".
She's tiny.
Yeah.
Job in the kingdom, geographer. Chelsea loves using her own 2 feet to get out there and do field research. She can draw a topographic map of the entire world purely from memory. Even her research papers are peppered with her unique speech quirks, but it's such high-level stuff that nobody dares to complain. Since she treats everyone with the same flippant approach, and never out of ill will, it's hard to hold it against her. That overly casual behavior comes from her belief that once you're introduced to someone, automatically makes you pals. And then, we got a night file for the radar man, the guy who was, kind of being opposite Ukyo.
Wow, he doesn't even get a name.
He does. Later.
Okay.
Practical experience 5 stars, mental math 5 stars, and caution 4 stars. Full name is Leonard Maxwell.
Okay.
His height is 184 centimeters.
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
Wow.
Yeah.
His profession is operations specialist, so radar man in the American military. Electromagnetic waves reveal all, even a person's soul. That's Leonard's favorite saying. Radio waves, X-rays, and even light may come in different wavelengths, but they're all fundamentally the same thing, electromagnetic waves. Radar carries a tremendous amount of raw data that would normally be analyzed by a computer, but Leonard is experienced enough to interpret it through sheer instinct. Knowing that data is enough for him to draw a picture of the target in his mind, as if he were viewing it with his own 2 eyes. We got a new character to introduce. So we've got Chelsea Child, is played by Rebecca Chiara Marano, who is the Moke from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and she's also additional voices in Genshin Impact, My Hero Academia, and a bunch of other shows. Chelsea is of English origin and means port for chalk or limestone, and child is also of English origin and can mean young noble, or just, child.
Alright, and then Senku says, get excited 1 time.
Yep, and then animation expertise. I really like how everyone gets their own unique thinking pose. Like, Senku puts his 2 fingers up to his nose. Chelsea makes, like, an okay sign and holds that up. And then Zeno, like, crosses his fingers. There are more, but, like, It's fun how everyone has those little quirks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have a unique thinking pose.
I don't know. I just do, like,
yeah, exactly. Just, like, the hand on the...
Sometimes I drum my fingers on the side of my head.
Yeah. Okay, the one thing you wanted to talk about was we have a new... updated review of To Be HeroX. It's better.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because, like, the stuff with Nice, I was like, ugh, I don't like this. And then it like switched to another hero.
Isol.
And then
Cyan.
Yeah, and
now has she doesn't
Queen.
have Queen. Yeah, and then there's a new girl. We haven't really gotten her hero name yet, though.
Yeah, and like all of their stories have been way better.
Yeah, and then
way
it
more
switched to 2D for some of them
yes,
too.
And that, I mean, just I prefer that.
Yes, I do too. It's beautiful. I think what helped also was during Cyan's story, they kind of introduced fear, like, because in their world, trust is what gives a hero their power. But then fear is what makes the villains. So I'm like, okay, now we got the opposing forces. It's a little easier to follow along. I also
Although I'm still like very confused, like who's the villain and like what year is it?
Yeah, they bounce back in the timeline, and
definitely some still like this could be explained better.
It could all come together in the last episodes, but yeah, I definitely would have started it differently if I were the director. Cyan, I think, has been my favorite story so far. I like her arc, and I really like how she and her friend, like, were connected from a young age, and no spoilers, but there's something important about when they were little, and I don't know, and it wasn't romantic either, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, I like platonic relationships.
Yeah, so definitely, after our scathing review, we've changed our tune a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's still not like...
Well, I'm still confused, amazing, but I like the characters.
Yeah, I definitely like the characters a lot better.
Yeah.
All we wanted to share about that. That's all we've got. So, Megan, what was your favorite line?
Mine came from Chelsea when she was first revived. The heck? I'm naked! OMG!
I appreciate the voice actress. She's doing a great job.
She delivers every line with some pep. Like, Chelsea never truly gets mad or scared without a little bit of positivity added into her voice. So I don't know. It's like, you know who this girl is and what she's about immediately.
Yeah. Yep. What
was your favorite line?
Mine came from Gen after Chelsea was like, me and Zeno made eye contact and now we're best friends. And Gen was like, then you're saying it was best friendship at first sight? That's a freaky low bar. And then what do we learn?
Rest is just as important as work. I can feel for Taiju. I won't go into details, but I've experienced the worst case of burnout in my life in the last week.
Yeah, it's rough. Make sure to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
And then who pushed the story forward?
Chelsea, for joining the crew and for mapping out their route and providing the hell kites.
Yeah.
The hell boat.
Okay. That's all we've got for this episode. We will be back next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.